welcome to the squad. First, remember those wrecked Spirit Realm gates from last season? Yeah, now they're just a bunch of golden rubble. What was once a snowy mountain is now a massive sculpture of Fletcher Kane himself. Gotta say, the dude clearly loves flexing his style. Just check out the new biome, replacing that frozen wasteland. No joke, it's one of the cool Tasty Boys, fronted by Big Dill and Brat, throw raves regularly, so at least that's a reason to visit. Otherwise, steer clear. Unless, of course, you're looking to hit Fletcher Kane's bank right in the heart of town. Turns out robots know how to relax. But seriously, follow the rules here. Tons of clips are floating around where entire squads get sent back to the lobby for trying to cram 4 people into a 3-person sauna. Epic adding these secret-ish Easter eggs to make the map feel alive is genuinely impressive. Remember last season's hilarious moment when dancing by a no dance sign would launch? Applies to almost every new location this season. In the trailer, Fletcher Kane's mansion looked grand and imposing, but once I actually landed there, to drop here is the loot. There's a ton of it. Now, mysterious door. I'll be honest, I was completely lost at first trying to open it. Turns out, 2 valves are inside the mines, but the third, or rather, the first one you need to activate, is in a totally different part of the location. So, if you're confused, you're not alone. There's also a similar hidden vault in one of the outlaw Oasis houses. The trick? You need to turn all wolf statues to face forward, but before you do, make sure to remove the carpet. Otherwise, the vault will be completely empty. No idea if this is a bug or an intentional feature, but every time I broke the carpet after activating the statues, the vault was wiped clean. Oh, and speaking of absolute chaos, Dago's underground lab is a complete mess now. After everything that went down in the event, it's still unclear what actually happened to him. Looks like Dago is still trapped in the spirit, mysteriously vanished. That mask wasn't just for display, it was cracked for a reason. If it ever got restored, the island would be in serious danger since it's said to be one of the strongest masks ever created. And now, someone— Oh, and remember that legendary white toilet with the insane mountain view, umbrella, and boombox? Well, looks like it's gotten an upgrade. The boombox has been swapped out for an actual TV, plus they added a fan and a few sauce bottles. No idea who's running this genius startup, but they deserve an award for next-level marketing. Speaking of hidden references, Epic might have snuck in a Kung Fu Panda Easter egg. Near Shiny Shafts, there's a cherry blossom tree and some stone steps with turtles statues, definitely giving off Master Oogway vibes. And about those mines, I've got a feeling Fletcher Kane isn't done expanding his gold empire. There's a massive excavation on from a few animal skins to an entire zoo. Dogs, sheep, pigeons, crows, monkeys, fish. It's like they're riding the furry trend full speed. Thoughts? You guys vibing with this, or is it overkill? We've covered the map changes. It's time to break down the gameplay, which, surprisingly, feels insanely smooth this season. And turns out, heists aren't the only big thing carrying the vibe. Let's get into it. The moment you drop in, you'll notice a ton of new icons on the map, and yeah, they're a mess at first. So let me break it down. There are 2 major hotspots where all the chaos goes down: vaults and black markets. Scattered across the island, you'll find Fletcher Kane's banks, each hiding vaults packed with high-tier loot, fending off waves of NPCs, and dealing with real players who are just as eager to snatch the loot. Sure, you can speed things up using a plasma laser, pickaxe, or the ATM, but it barely helps. So if you're planning a heist, make sure no one's around, or else Fortnite will start feeling like Dark Souls with guns. Oh, and rumor has it that certain Battle Pass skins let you crack vaults faster, because, you know, they're born thieves or whatever. One of the biggest mechanics this season is Gold Rush, a buff that boosts your movement speed and pickaxe swings, making resource farming way faster. There are multiple ways to trigger it, but the easiest? Step into the golden rivers or water in any of the new POIs. Another way is through gold trucks and the train, which work just like vaults, except you'll have to chase them down. Grabbing loot from a gold truck is pretty straightforward. I cleared out multiple convoys without much trouble. But the train? That's a different story. First off, you'll need thermite to break in, and good luck finding one right when you need it. Jumping straight from the battle bus onto the train is also a terrible idea, since thermite almost never spawns in chests. Second, those turrets are beyond broken. They lock on instantly and hit like a truck. And Third, you're not the only one trying to rob the train. This whole thing is harder than getting a victory royale. So always carry extra thermite, because without it, you're not cracking a single vault. Clearing out vaults earns you a new currency, Dillbits, or as I call them, scam coins. Apparently, Big Dill decided to drop his own bootleg Bitcoin, and now it's fueling his underground biz fighting over. Data miners have also found files for exotic weapons coming later in the season. If you example, Golden Reserve and Greed give you extra ammo and gold, but by mid-game, they're completely pointless since you'll already be drowning in gold. The only must-have perks? Gold Rush. Triggers the Gold Fever buff whenever you open or break a chest. Adrenaline Rush. Gives you a short speed boost after parkour moves. Vulture. Marks enemies nearby when you get an elimination. It's still OP for squads. If some perks are mid, then medallions are absolutely worth fighting for. Fletcher Kane's medallion is the best, but getting it won't be easy since he spawns in a random vault, including on the train. Check where his icon is at the start of the match before going after him. If you do manage to take him down, you'll get his mythic pistol and that medallion, which boosts sprint speed and knocks back enemies when you collide with them. At first, it doesn't seem that broken, but if you hit someone just right, you can literally launch them into the sky. The second medallion drops from a mystery shogun who spawns at rift zones, but honestly, it feels pretty useless, especially in Battle Royale. The Mega Shield medallion is supposed to create a small shield over time, but it's glitchy and sometimes the shield just doesn't show up. It also doesn't work properly with chug splashes. This thing slaps, literally. While holding it, you get increased sprint speed and jump height, which makes movement feel insane. It's not quite as good as last season's katanas, but with Gold Rush active, you'll feel like the Flash. But if you just rush in swinging the bat without thinking, you're basically a walking dead. An easy target to get beamed by anyone with decent aim. So yeah, use it smartly, just like any other weapon. Another standout? Sub-Zero's gloves, which surprisingly aren't mythic, meaning they're pretty easy to find. These gloves let you slide like a pro, and even run across water, which sounds OP, but it's actually pretty situational. The main downside? Super short attack range, meaning you gotta be right up in your enemy's face to land a hit. But if you're chasing down a runner, they work perfectly. Oh, and the first time you pick up the gloves, you'll hear the classic Mortal Kombat fighter select voice. A small touch, but kinda sick. Epic went crazy with the new It's not easy to break, especially in the middle of a fight. For healing, we got med grenades and gold splashes. Gold splashes work just like normal chug splashes, but they also activate Gold Rush, boosting your speed and pickaxe swings. Med grenades though? Absolute game changer. While testing this season, these saved me at least 100 times. Heals you fast and creates a smoke cloud, so enemies lose track of you. Last but not least, portable cover, which is way more useful in Zero build than in BR. The ability to raise and lower the metal shield is kinda cool, but honestly, if you have space for a port bunker, take that instead. We'll have to wait for the next update to test the rocket and the pump and dump. But for now, that's all the gameplay changes. From the latest dialogues, we know for sure that Hope, Jones, and Kendo are hopefully. Charlie Wen has an explanation lined up for that. Then there's Dago, who seems to have fully crossed over into the spirit realm, likely going toe-to-toe with the demons. If that's the case, we're 100% seeing him again. But the biggest surprise? We might be looking at a love triangle brewing. Kendo is definitely making a move on Hope, though she doesn't seem all that into it, yet. Meanwhile, Jones? Yeah, he's not thrilled. His line about, if you hurt her, we're gonna have problems, makes it clear. Plenty of story details are stacking up, but we'll save all that for a full breakdown in a dedicated lore video. But let's kick things off with the big secret coming your way. So, what I'm about to show you only works with wolf skins. For example, it works with the Kane skin or with any other wolf skin in your locker. Once you've got that, we're heading to the statue. Yep, the big wolf mountain. You'll see what happens next. Seriously, it's not a trick. Just go to the mountain, and you don't need to do anything else with the skin. Watch what happens when I land. Pay close attention. Did you hear that? That wolf howl? Now, it doesn't give you XP, but here's the thing. We're joining the wolf pack. It's super weird. Kane as the main villain. And remember last season when Goldie mentioned an old friend of Midas was gonna show up? Yeah, that's Fletcher Kane. He's a former buddy of Midas we didn't know about until now. And of course, he's all about that gold life. It's gonna be super interesting to learn. Overall, we get that this is kind of a build-up, like the underground first season of Chapter 5. It's like all these thieves are going up against one main villain who definitely lives in a mansion inspired by the Montague Grand Glacier from the last chapter.